The video stopped. But we're going to start over reading. We forgot. We didn't pay attention that we didn't push the goddamn button to start the shit. All right. So we left off with the last ride. Oh, well, I got the light on now. Let me advertise. We went Ultra World. And it says Ultra World. And Know Your Tribe. Know Your Tribe. Know Your Tribe. All right, we ready to go now. We got the incense burning. We put a little light on. Get a little glare. So you can see me a little better over there. Because this rabbit hole radio, we in the dark. But I just said I can get a little light since I can get a little glow. But I like how that look. My black light. Y'all can't see the black light. Let me turn. Let's see. But this gonna be on a different angle from Twitch. Those on Twitch, we're gonna put Twitch on YouTube and YouTube on Twitch. Down. There was nothing else to do. I need some water. Excuse me for a moment. Get a little shea butter. I just remember something. I gotta make a poem. Cause we're gonna talk about them goddamn eyelashes y'all be wearing. Now we played on TikTok today and they like throwing them lashes on. But they weren't called lashes when they was created in 1800s, the late 1800s by a prostitute. Yeah. Y'all out here hoeing. They call them cumbrellas. You know why, right? Yeah, cumbrellas. So they can catch them face shots. Yeah, so it won't get in your eye. So think about that the next time you want to put goddamn them bat wings, I call them, on your goddamn face. Use some castor oil. Grow your shit naturally. Castor oil. We just let ours be what they is because this is not as important as what's in the inside under the shining. The skin, the snake. Yeah. But that's for another episode. Right now, let's get back to the book. Let's show the picture. Where we in. Remember where we in and what. Okay. We love to read, so we decided to read to whoever want to be read to. I wrote a poem for you too. Because we all seeking our mate, our holy mate that we supposed to have been born with. We supposed to be born as a couple, but we inverted, and so it's male and female on the inside instead of the outside. But anyway, down. There was nothing else to do, so Alice soon began talking again. Dinah, I miss me very much tonight, I shall think. Dinah. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Dinah. Dina. We're going to say Dina. Dina was the cat. I hope you're there. Remember her sauce of milk at tea time. Dinah, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. There are no mice in the air. I'm afraid, but you might catch a bat. And that's very like a mouse, you know. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? And here Alice began to get rather sleepy and went on saying to herself in a dreamy sort of way, do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes do bats eat cats? Do bats eat cats? For you see, as she couldn't answer either question, it didn't much matter which way she put it. She felt that she was dozing off and had just begun to dream that she was walking hand in hand with Dina and saying to her very earnestly, now, Dina, tell me the truth. Did you ever eat a bat? When suddenly, thump, thump, down came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over. Y'all know she was falling for a long time, right? She fell for a whole goddamn page. Yeah, because she fell she was falling on 6. Yeah, she fell for a page and a half. So, I ain't got hot. I might need to turn the fan on. Because I don't sit in my room with clothes. I don't be in here with clothes. Because it's my room. And ain't no one coming in here. Because everybody got their space. And it's my room. Me alone. Yeah, me ain't got no hot. So, she ain't filled a page, almost 2 pages. So y'all know she in the underwear. And in case you didn't know, the underworld is the ocean sea, the deep, where the great mother lies. Oh yeah, we are unraveling all lies. Because now we are in spring. And we're in Venus retrograde. And Mercury retrograde starts next week. Oh yeah, some shit finna hit the fan, baby. This month and next. You're finna understand so much about yourself and those around you. Because this shit is not gonna clip until May, and I'm a May baby. I'll be here 5 decades. 5 decades. That's 5 decades. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of that interlude. Me stopping because this is how we do. Because you have to sometimes go in the dark, shut the fuck up, be still, be quiet, and talk to yourself. That's the only way to truly know thyself. Go in the dark, shut the fuck up, be quiet, and talk to yourself. You did. You digging? Back to the story. So the fall was over. Alice was not a bit hurt. And this book was written in the late 1800s as well, when Cumbrellas was created. Cumbrella. I'm finna have such a good fucking time writing a poem about that and getting on and uploading that shit. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on TikTok. Well, it don't matter if I do it on TikTok or YouTube. TikTok, I had a little more fun, do a little more shit with it, then put it on my podcast, put it on this podcast on YouTube. But yeah, Rabbit Hole Radio. Rabbit Hole Radio. And now I'm Mo Ma Bun B. Mo Ma, because I'm Mo Mama. It just fell in my head one day. They gave it to me. Bun B. Bumb, BVMBEE. But I spell it with numbers. Bumblebee. Yeah, Bumblebee. Because I sting your ass my sweet, like honey. And you know, bees vibrate at 528 hertz. Love. And because only females have stingers, she sacrificed herself when she stung you because she felt that you needed to be healed from something that was ailing you that you might not have been aware of. So think about that next time you see a bee, because you know ain't that many around as it used to be. See, hickory hickory docky just come out of me. Just the words just flow and they just go together because that's what makes sense. The words never lie. The spells don't. People do. The deception is how they use them and the way they flow with the energy. And that's how you know when someone's lying to you. Because they don't feel right. It ain't on the level. You did. Yeah, you did. But anywho. And she jumped up on her feet. In a moment, she looked up. But it was all dark overhead. Before her was another long passage. And the white rabbit. I'm the brown bunny. Rabbit Hole Radio. I'm the brown bunny. A white rabbit was still in sight, hurrying down it. There was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and was just in time to hear it say, and it turned a corner, "Oh, my ears and whiskers. How late it's getting." She was close behind it when she turned the corner, but the rabbit was no longer to be seen. She found herself in a long, long hall, which was lit up by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. I receiving texts from me, friend. From me, we don't have friends. We have whatever they are, and they my reflection. So that was my sister reflection. My sister reflection. I only have a few. Because birds of a feather flock together, and most beings I hang around ain't got no wings. So they just ants. And birds eat things that crawl on the ground, you dig me? Because a snake and a bird is the same thing. The feather serpent. Just like the worm turns into a butterfly, the snake turns into a bird. Just think about it. She found herself in a long, low hall. I'm sorry, I said long, low hall, which was lit by a row of lamps hanging from the roof. I might start yarning. We're going to do a couple pages. It's not that much because we got pictures. We're going to finish this chapter up. This chapter end on 13. Then we're going to be on the pool tips. Yeah, we're just going to finish this chapter up because I started kind of late. I just wanted to get a little in this week. Because I said I try to keep my word to myself. So I had to come on. But I got to get up in the morning, unfortunately. Because you know how they got us down here in this thing. So it is what it is. It is what it is. There were doors all around the hall, but they were all locked. And when Alice had been all the way down one side and up the other, trying every door, she walked sadly down the middle, wondering how was she ever going to get out. Suddenly, she came upon a little three-legged table, all made of solid glass. There was nothing on it except a tiny golden key. And Alice's first thought was that it might belong to one of the doors of the hall. But alas, either the locks were too large or the key was too small. But at any rate, it would not open any of them. However, on the second time around, she came upon a low curtain she had not noticed before. And behind it was a little door. And that was the picture that I showed you. "15 inches high." She tried the little golden key in the lock, and to her great delight, it fitted. Alice opened the door and found that it led into a small passage, not much larger than a rat hole. She knelt down and looked along the passage into the loveliest garden you ever saw. How she longed to get out of that dark hall and wander about among those beds of bright flowers and those cool fountains. But she could not even get her head through the doorway. And even if my head would go through, thought poor Alice, it would be of a very little use without my shoulders. I like this hard-ass little girl. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could if I only knew how to begin. For, you see, so many out of the way things had happened lately. I love this story because it got the rhythm and rhyme to it, like I like to speak. So it'll go right with my personality. And then again, I am Alice, but I'm in the other world. I'm in the right side up world. Because you got to turn the world up inside of your mind. Your lexicon has to change. The way you speak. Like they say, like in Vogue song, free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Because when you free your mind, you see things as they are and flip. The spell is broken. Oh, how I wish I could shut up like a telescope. I think I could if I only knew how to begin. For you see, so many out-of-the-way things that have happened lately that Alice had begun to think that the very things indeed were really impossible. There seemed to be no use in waiting by the little door, so she went back to the table. Half hopping, she might find another key on it. Did I say hopping? Yeah, that said hopping, not hoping. It's hoping, but it said hopping. Hopping and hoping. Hopping, I guess, got two G's. Hoping she might find, and hoping is to hope is to have doubt. We don't hope. That means you got a gin on you. Either do or don't do. Hoping she might find another key on it, or at any rate a book of rules for shutting people up like telescopes. This time she found a little bottle on it, which certainly was not here before, said Alice. And round the neck of the bottle was a paper label with the words, ugh. That's why I ain't gonna be able to finish but the rest page. Drink me. In big bold letters in parentheses. Beautifully printed on it in large letters. Did that frame just go like, It was, I like how them lights look. I like how my lights look. Yes. I go to know. Sure. Come on. You on my recording. Come on. Thank you, sir. Oh, my bad. It's okay. My packages for my child. The eldest brother, and this for the youngest. Timu. I figured out the algorithm, so we ain't gonna speak on it. We're gonna leave it alone. It was all very well to say, drink me. But the wise little Alice was not going to just do that in a hurry. No, I'll look first, smart little girl, she said, and see whether it's marked poisoned or not. For she had read several nice little histories about children who had got burnt and eaten up by wild beasts and other unpleasant things. All because they would not remember the simple rules that friends have taught them, such as that a red-hot poker will burn you if you hold it too long, and that if you cut your finger very deeply with a knife, it usually bleeds. Oh, let me show you the picture because we're on the next page now. For those who Have never read the book. Oh, and let's show you the back. The back says, I've often seen a cat without a grin, but a grin without a cat is the most curious thing I ever saw in life. And she had never forgotten that if you drink much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with you sooner or later. However, this bottle was not marked poison, so Alice ventured to taste it and found it very nice. It had, in fact, a sort of mixed flavor of cherry, tart, custard, pineapple, roast turkey, toffee, and hot buttered toast. Wow, that is a fucking combination, isn't it? She very soon finished it off. What a curious feeling, said Alice. I must be shutting up like a telescope. And so it was indeed. She was not only 10 inches high, and her face brightened up like the thought that she was now the right size for going through the little door into that lovely garden. First, however, she waited for a few minutes to see if she was going to shrink any further. She felt a little nervous about this, for it might end, and Alice herself, am I going out altogether like a candle? I wonder what if I should be like them. And she tried to fancy what the flame of a candle is like after the candle is blown out, for she could not remember even having seen such a thing. After my ear never itch, why is it itching while I'm reading? After a while, finding that nothing, finding that nothing more happened, she decided on going into the garden at once, but at last for proof. At last for poor Alice. When she got to the door, she found she had forgotten the little golden key. And when she went back to the table for it, she found that she could not possibly reach it. She could see it quite plainly through the glass, and she tried her best to climb up one of the legs of the table, but it was too slippery. And when she had tired herself out with trying, the poor little thing sat down and cried. Come, there's no use in crying like that, said Alice to herself rather sharply. I advise you to leave off this minute. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she was very seldom followed it. And sometimes she scorned herself so severely as to bring tears into her eyes. Self-talk. You have to watch your self-talk. That's self-talk. When you're talking to yourself, that's your self-talk. You're talking to yourself, your higher self. Yeah, we gonna speak on that too, about y'all saving yourselves, not waiting on somebody, because only savior that's gonna save you is you. But you have to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically on those planes of existence, so your higher self can come in and save your ass. Because anybody Jesus you are, and all the other names, you. God damn it. It ain't what the fuck you think it is. Trust and believe, and you shall see. I'll leave off it. Described herself, she remembered trying, bring herself to tears. And once she remembered trying to box her own ears for having cheated herself in a game of croquet she was playing against herself. Poor little Alice. For this curious child was very fond of pretending to be two people. But she's not pretending, because anyone who knows is in the journey of personal growth and development, knowing themselves, knowing that you are too. We all are fucking bipolar, because we live in a polarity realm. Well, we exist in this duality, and the objective is to find the balance of neutrality, straight up the middle. Because one can't exist without the other, just like a negative on the battery and a positive need to charge so you can get the energy out of it. They have to exist. It just is what it is. But you don't have to be on either side. You need to be down the middle. But it's no use now, thought poor Alice, to pretend to be two people. Why, there's hardly enough of me left to make one respectable person. Soon her eyes fell on a little glass box that was lying under the table. She opened it and found in it a very small cake on which the words, "Eat me, eat me," were beautifully marked in currants. We know what currants are. I ain't never seen none in the stores that were around here though. "Well, I eat it," said Alice. "And if it makes me grow larger, I can reach the key. And if it makes me grow smaller, here it comes, I can creep under the door. So either way, I get into the garden. I don't care what happens." She ate a little bit and said anxiously to herself, "Which way? Which way?" Holding her hand on top of her head to feel which way was growing, she was quite surprised to find that she remained the same size. To be sure, this generally happens when one eats cake. Eat cake, anime, eat cake. We should all let them eat cake. But Alice had got to so much into the way of expecting nothing but out of the way things to happen that it seemed quite dull and stupid for life to go on in the common way. So she set to work and very soon finished off the cake. And that's the end of page 13 in chapter 1. The Pool of Tears is chapter 2. And it's going to start off with "Curiouser and curiouser," cried Alice, as she was so much surprised that for the moment she quite forgot how to speak good English. Because curiouser and curiouser, you got to think before you pronounce certain words, right? So we're going to end this right here. And we're going to continue one day next week. We're going to aim for Wednesday. Yeah, matter of fact, we're going to do Wednesday. Because I'm off Friday and Thursday and Friday. So Wednesday, which the days I want to read with next cycle, next strong, because we ain't weak. Next strong front on the Diaz of Mercury. We're going to presume we're reading Alice Adventures in Wonderland, Underworld. Because she's in the underworld right now. So, I think since I got both of my phones cut and I can't read no poem like I want to, but I can create one. Let's see. We're going to end this with a poem about Alice. And what we just read. Bored and sitting, hoping for something wonderful to do, she followed a rabbit dressed in clothes. And she did what any of us would do. Follow it. Follow it to wherever it went. And fell in a hole that she went down and down and down and down. But when she landed, she didn't have a frown. She didn't break no crown. She even found something to eat and some keys to creep through tunnels that was running deep in the ground where she fell on the ground like a clown. She started talking to herself, chastising herself, saying what she really wanted to say. Where the fuck am I? Following that goddamn rabbit, and then it left me. Now I'm finna go over here and play with these flowers and see. After I eat this goddamn cake, you see. And Alice, eventually, we're gonna start to be and meet different characters who playing characters. But we are our authentic self. We are not a character. See, me and Dorothy met up. I went over there in Oz, you see. And we sat under a tree. And we picked some mushrooms and just ate them and see what came to be. And we started to see things moving naturally as they are. And everything that was far wasn't far. And depending on your spirit, things might smile at you and say, hey, how'd you do? You want to give me a clue? Who are you? Reflection of what it be? It be thee. Let's switch the cameras since I need to see something. And put this in this light, because I like how it look. And then put you over here. Excuse me, what? Yeah. Give you a different view. Let you see it for a little while before we cut it off. We got 32 minutes because we said we weren't going more than an hour because we know people got short attention spans. That's how we comb my hair with our fingers. It's not locked, it's twisted and braided. It braided and then I twisted it. And I don't play with it. I just recently did it and colored it. And then get so low. Yes, it's time to lay it down. Oh, we got these glasses just for the show. What you think? They purple and blue with blue light. Give it a blue hue. Let's raise the light up a little so you can see. Focus on me. So we gonna continue this here because I the professor. These my professor glasses. These my professor glasses I'm gonna wear when I'm online. I ain't gonna really wear them outside. I got the ones I want. I thought these was it, but these the 24-15. I wanted the 24-10, the thicker size. But they come in. I have them at the end of the month. I have them after the spring equinox. I don't know why I just keep playing in my hair. I'm sleeping. It's time for me to leave my body for a little while and go into my slumber as I venture into dreamland and see what plane I end up on, the mental or the astral, spiritual, whatever. Those who know, half y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the goddamn way you might don't even want to motherfucker know. But I'm going to tell you anyway, because that's the point of Rabbit Hole Radio. I just snatch your ass down the hole. Whether you want to go down it or not, I don't care. Because you here, dear. Just know you are beautiful. Be yourself. Take them umbrellas off your face. Snatch them wigs off your head. Put some color on your hair. And then go outside like you don't give a fuck and don't care. That's what I do. I wear the same motherfucking clothes for a week. They clean. Because I don't give a fuck what you think. Because you ain't in my skin. And then again, That's the sin. You feel me? It ain't about what you feel. Oh, why is your goddamn business? And what somebody say about you ain't your goddamn business. That's for them to deal with. How you react to is what you pay for. Get your karma and your dharma in line, goddammit. Get your not my fingernail clip on the foot, but it's alright, cause get your karma and your dharma in line, goddammit, like I was saying. Got the feeling I'm still sweating. You see, I see that. Am I sweating in there? Can't see my glasses up close coming this side. I can't see far. Oh, y'all can see the. Let me show y'all. So y'all can see Ultra World. If y'all like the shirt. It's on Etsy. Ultra World. In the background it said, you see it? Know yourself. Because you need to know yourself. Know your tribe, I'm sorry. Know your tribe. Know your tribe. But before you can know your tribe, you need to know yourself. And before you enter the temple, the words above the temple, know thyself. Who is self? Who is self? Man, this book look this small. It looks small like that. It looks little as hell. In the next book we're gonna read, I finished reading the Kabbalah. Well, that's the library right there. I think I'm gonna read the Wisdom of Oz after this one, because we're gonna be done with this one soon, because I'm gonna do it twice a week. I'm gonna try to do it twice a week. I'm trying to do the Wednesday and Fridays, but we might do it twice next week. And since I'm gonna do it on a Wednesday, I'm gonna let this go a little longer. We're gonna read a little longer. Let me see how long this chapter is. Let's see how long chapter 2. It's not that long at all. The Caucasus race and a long tail. The Caucasus race. This is gonna be interesting. This starts on page 14 and ends on page 23. So, how much is that? Ain't that 9? 14 and 9 is 23, right? Yeah. Yeah, the pictures make it sure. Yeah, we're gonna read chapter 2. How many chapters you said? I think it was 13. 185 pages. Yeah, it's 12 chapters. Down the rabbit hole, the pool of tears, a Caucasus race and a long tail, the rabbit sends in a little bill, advice from a caterpillar, pig and pepper, a mad tea party, the queen's croquet ground, the mock turtle story, the Losper quadrille, who stole the tarts, and Alice evidence. And it also has Through the Looking Glass, which is part 2. When she went through the mirror. They say, mirror, mirror on the wall. And then they bring a Snow White. They say they really forget y'all asses here. They say, fuck that. We bring a Snow White, the real, in real life, not no cartoon, on the spring solstice, the 21st of March. What? What is that story about? The 7 dwarfs. Which I heard Snow White, and Snow White that came. And them 7 dwarfs is like 7 motherfucking different versions you go through after you fuck with that shit. But it can mean all type of other stuff. But that old witch gonna be a bitch and like This chick, who she thinks she is? Is she better than me? She thinks she better than me? Get the apple. We finna go get her a treat. We finna dress her like grandma and go get her some food. That's when you take food for every goddamn body. You gonna eat everybody's shit. She ate it. You don't even know this bitch. You gonna eat the goddamn apple, and then your ass went into motherfucking coma. Now you knocked the fuck out and got away from some damn nigga, some niglet to come kiss your ass. Did he know her? Did he like her? Did he want to marry her? What was all that? I don't remember all of it because I ain't get into Disney. I just didn't get into Disney. These chicks running around telling me Disney brainwashed us. No, if Disney brainwashed you, then you still brainwashed. For you even say some shit like that. No, you were put to sleep. Are you trying to break the spell and wake yourself up? Yeah, you was put to sleep. Yeah, you got put to sleep. But are you trying to wake yourself up? I've been offline all this time. I did all that and I ain't recorded shit on Twitch. But I recorded on this shit because it's 41 minutes. That's right. Twitch, you missed the damn story. My bad. I'm live now. But it don't matter. We ain't starting over. This was just a run through. We ain't starting over tonight. We're going to do a recap. So you'll catch the recap. You just missed out. Yeah, you just missed out. We'll do a recap. Because Twitch is just I can't do a live stream on YouTube because I ain't got number 35 motherfuckers subscribers. You gotta have 50. And when I get 54, I'm gonna go. You know how that go, right? You gotta have 54. But it was fun going back and forth, even though, I could turn you back off and read y'all a poem. Because I got 15 minutes. I said I was gonna do this album. Yeah. I said I was gonna record it. Record. So if I get something on there, I just get to see how I look on here. So I say just a preview. Hey, get to see myself in my glasses, in my new glasses. So we got a little time. We're gonna let it get 3 minutes. I let it get 3 minutes, then I'm gonna stop it. Cause 3 minutes I can post. I'll make that a show. We was reading Alice. At least we was reading Alice in Wonderland. We was reading Alice in Wonderland. And I didn't push the record button. So we just gonna make this a preview. But you get recap next week, so it don't matter. I only got one follower. Ain't nobody watching me right now. But we gonna post this to YouTube. We gonna post it to YouTube. And we gonna put you on however you go. Because I know I got it where I can say shit. But yeah, we start next week on chapter 2. The Pool of Tears. The Pool of Tears. Right now, she fell down, following some rabbit. The white rabbit. Because he was dressed up in some clothes. And she like, what the fuck? I gotta go see what this is. She ate some cake. She had a key. She went in somewhere. She saw some flowers. And that's where we at right now. You did. But yeah. Since you didn't catch it, you caught it. We're gonna talk about them goddamn bat wings, I call them, but them umbrellas. The prostitute created in the late 1800s. She called them umbrellas. I'm gonna write a fucking poem. I'm gonna post it, and it's in the description. Swanigan, ASWAINGAN.wordpress.com. If you want to read some of my poetry, been posted since 13 years. I'm gonna post that too in the post. Yeah, they call it the post, because until I get enough followers, I guess enough. I don't call you followers. You're my sun stars. We sun stars at his tribe. A collective. This stuff gonna be on the Book Society right now, just going on Rabbit Hole Radio, because it's the beginning. I got one viewer. Check that out. Hey, you about to sign off. How you? We was reading Elise. Well, I'm Elise, but I ain't in the underworld. Alice Adventures in the Underworld. Right now, we just ended at chapter 2. We're gonna come back next week, Wednesday. So whoever you is following, we're gonna come back next week, Wednesday, and catch on. But right now we was talking about the eyelashes. I call them bat wings. Let me put you back over here. A prostitute created in the 1800s, the late 1800s, and she called them cumbrellas to keep nut out of the hoes' eyes, face shots and shit. Yeah, we about to get in it. We gonna write a poem about that shit. That gonna be funny. But yeah, what else I was talking about before I realized that I hadn't recorded? Where we said we got? Oh, I was gonna do the poem, but I got a viewer. I got one viewer, cause I ain't got none of you too. Oh, that's what I was saying. Since I gotta get more to go live, so I can go live on Twitch automatically. But YouTube, you gotta have a certain amount, which makes sense because everybody don't need a mic in the goddamn camera. Because some people need to shut the fuck up. Because everybody here talking, there's so much information out here, all this misinformation to fuck you up, so you can't ascend. The only way to ascend is for you to go within. Go your ass in a dark corner in your goddamn place. If it's the closet, shut the fuck up and listen to yourself and see what happens. You gotta talk to you. Only you can save you. Go meditate. Medicine for the mind. MSP. I'm all about mentorship. Rabbit Hole Radio at gmail.com. Rabbit Hole Shit on Twitch. But Rabbit Hole Radio, contact me. Let's chat. We'll Zoom. I ask you a couple questions because I ain't got time for the bullshit or the unnecessariness, because I ain't the one to play with. Like I said, come May, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 parcels in this land, in this realm. I be in experiencing the shit. Me been out the shit. Me up here in this space. We all up in this space now. The shit is the lower realms. That's below the heart and down. Where your shit at? Your intestines. Your intestines. That solar plex. Where your sun at too. And that sacral. That sacred place that y'all like to get away to. And then your root. Your butt. Your maximum gluteus hole. I almost said pole because it just rhymed, you know. Today started a new day. Oh, we in Venus retrograde. I did mention that. You weren't recording. Venus retrograde, which is all about relationships. But so the past, because she in retrograde, well, it appears to the illusion of it being in retrograde. So all your past issues with relationships is about to come the fuck up. So you need to stop and observe and see what the fuck it is and not react. Get out the loop. That's about the whole damn thing about everything that's going on. It's the loop. We got to get out the loop. We got to bring the snake and you got to bring it back together. And that's how we stop time. We trapped in the loop. Trying to free ourselves so we can free all those that came here before us, because we are ancestors and everybody here dead anyway. That's a whole another conversation. We're not going to get into that because people don't understand shit. They think death is the end. Death is a doorway to another beginning. Death don't even belong in our lexicon. It shouldn't even be up in this realm. That word belongs to the underground. To the underworld, my bad. Y'all are in the upside down world. The neither world. Some of y'all in the underworld. Some of y'all are already in the underworld. Goddamn bodies already fucking embalmed and everything. The shit y'all eat, McDeath. Why are you still in liquefied corpses? I don't get it. Oh, damn, you missed the poem. That's okay. Wednesday. Oh, that's what I was going to say. The galactic calendar. I have a 13-moon calendar. We're going to start reading the 13 tones of creation. That's going on the Book Society, because this is just the beginning of this. But this is going to be on the Book Society, especially when we start doing the definitions, looking up words, and doing the etymology of the words and breaking them down. Yeah. Educate. Help you understand how to educate self. Know thyself. I'm a selfless giver. This is just me being selfless and giving to myself and sharing it with my echoes, those who are like me that's coming back. Let's go back into twilight, into the darkness, because we're in the rabbit hole. Let's not forget, this is Rabbit Hole Radio. Rabbit Hole Radio. And I'm about to sign out in a few minutes, because I said I was just going to do an hour. But this is the 9th moon, from the 9th month for me, the solar moon of intentions. I'm trying to light that on for a moment. The solar moon of intentions. Pulse, realize, and intentions. And the totem animal is excuse-moi, the jaguar. I haven't watched that movie, The Black Panther, which is a jaguar, because there's no jaguars in Africa. The jaguars in Americas. Yeah, Central and South. Yeah. Yeah. But anywho, that's what we do. This is my radio station. This is my transmission that I'm sending out to like-minded individuals, those who want to be educated with a little entertainment, but I'm not here to entertain you. This is just who I am. I'm just being myself. It might be entertaining to you, but I'm not here to entertain you. You dig? Those are binary beats playing in the background with a melody to it. It sets a tone, the frequency, the energy, which I vibrate on. It's my own little song. See what I mean? It just comes out the way it comes out. And we have 7 minutes to go, because we're going to make this an hour show. I could have kept reading, but I started yarning because I feel it. I'm trying to fight the yarn now. But I guess I could read this page. I could give you a little preview. Let's give a preview to Ch.4. I can't read in my glasses, because I'm nearsighted, not farsighted. Curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. She was so much surprised that for the moment she quite forgot how to speak good English. And then we're going to give you a little because you missed it. It only been on for 12 minutes compared to 54. You missed a whole goddamn lot. Now I'm opening out like the largest telescope that ever was. Goodbye, feet. For when she looked down at her feet, they seemed to be almost out of sight. They were getting so far off. Oh, my poor little feet. I wonder who will put on your shoes and stockings for you now, dears. I'm sure I shan't be able. I shan't. Who says that word? Shout. S-H-A-N apostrophe T. Shan't. Shan't. I shan't be able. That's why I wanted to read. This how they spoke in the 1800s, because this was in I think it was 79 or something, or 69. I know it's the late 1800s. I shall be a great deal too far off to trouble myself about you. You must manage the best way you can. But I must be kind to them, thought Alice. Or perhaps they won't walk the way I want to go. Let me see. I'll give them a new pair of boots every Christmas. How many of y'all out there still celebrating that shit? Christ Mass. Christ with a K is Christ consciousness. 33 is your 33. Everything that's out in the world is within your world, which is a whirl, because everything spirals. WHIRL, WORLD. It's a play, word play. It's a play, the stage that your energy is being siphoned. I'm finna go on to all that. And she went on planning to herself how she will manage it. They must go by the carrier, she thought. And how funny it seemed, sending presents to one's own feet. And how odd the direction would look. Alice's right foot, Esquire. Hawthorne near the fender with Alice love. Oh dear, what nonsense I'm talking. Just then her head struck against the roof of the hall. In fact, she was now more than 9 feet high, and she at once took up a little golden key and hurried off to the garden door. Look how they drew her neck, y'all. Look how they drew her damn neck. You see that shit? Cool artwork. Pure Alice, poor Alice. It was as much as she could do, laying down on one side to look through into the garden with one eye. Because now her ass too big. But to get through was more hopeless than ever. She sat down and began to cry again. Oh, I told you. I was going to start yawning. Because when I'm tired, you know how it goes. That's why people read when they want to go to sleep. They get in bed and read because they know reading, for some reason, when you read out loud to yourself, it makes you tired. What is that? Just like yarning. Why is yarning contagious? Why if I yarn, your ass gonna yarn? Huh? Why is that? Let's try to read with the glasses on. Let's see if I can read with my glasses on. Nope. Like people need glasses because it's blurry. I have on glasses blurry because I can read. I've always been reading since I was little. I have no problem with reading. It's just saying far because I'm a book. I was a nerd. That's the word they like to call us. Yeah. Nerd. You like to be all in books. Nerd. Yep. I like going to school and getting dressed up and shit. Yep, nerd. I enjoy all the knowledge it took. Nerd. I like reading and getting my head. Nerd. What is it? It's the word. Nerd. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, said Alice, a great girl like you. She might well say this. To go on crying in this way. Stop this moment, I tell you. But she went on all the same, shedding gallons of tears until there was a large pool all around her, about 4 inches deep and reaching half down the hall. After a time, she heard a little pattering of feet in the distance, and she hastily dried her eyes to see what was coming. It was the White Rabbit returning, splendidly dressed, with a pair of white kid gloves in one hand and a large fan in the other. He came trotting along in a great hurry, murmuring to himself as he came, "Oh, the Duchess. Oh, won't she be savage if I kept her waiting? Won't she be savage if I kept her waiting?" I'm telling you, we really enjoy breaking this motherfucking book down when I start looking up words. But we're going to stop right there. Yeah, because I'm almost at 1 hour. And felt so desperate that she was ready to ask help of anyone. So when the rabbit came near her, she began in a low, timid voice, "If you please, sir." The rabbit started violently the white kid gloves and the fan and scurried away into the darkness as hard as he could go. And we're going to end it here with the preview of Chapter 2 of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which we're calling Alice's Adventures in the Underworld, because everything is esoteric, even though they give you the exoteric outside yourself. Esoteric is within. Within. The self you talk to is what within. The soul you have is what within. The spirit is what within. This exterior, your temple, your vessel, is just for something to carry you into the realm. So we bid a fair night. As we said when we started, good morning. Good morning, because night fell upon us. And when night leaves in the AM, we should say good night. So I do you bid a good morning, and also I bid you a good night. Until we tune back in on the strong front, on the Diaz of Mercury, we see you then. We probably catch you about 9 at night, under the moonlight, we shall say, instead of the sun rise, because I came in on a Sunday night under the moonlight. Now we bid you a night. Night.